welcome the YouTube audience back for what will be CLG FC episode 220. This is a big game coming up. North walked in third place. Crazy stuff. Social feed, basically nothing else. Liverpool Chelsea have started. That's nice. I don't think they would have played yet, right? Like, no, they're still hanging around the same number of games played. So, I am almost done this rowing VOD, which there's been some good races in it. So, then I got swimming heats, which was nice. Right. Doug Dale injured by rush in training. He's out 5 weeks. That sucks. This recruitment focus has been finished. We got maybe? Not really. Not really. I mean, he's 21. If he was 17 or 18 with these stats, I'd be like, you know what? You're not bad. But not at 21 already. And then Duca, who is not playing for Burnley currently. This is a lot better, actually. But then again, I don't use a midfield left. The only position he would be useful for, it would be the DL, which he's not terrible for. He is only 20, but that's that. I don't think we're going to go for either one of those guys. Anyway, we're 1 day to go already between for the match, but with North Walkden. So, and then we have, I think, like almost a 2-week break before the next match after that. So, North Walkden are 5-4 favorites. We're 2-1 to draw 5-2. So again, pretty even, very even. We're slight underdogs. We've been slight underdogs for a lot, and I mean a lot of our matches. To be fair, I only have 3 recruitment focuses going. So yes, we can actually start scouting the Under-Division Cup. Under 21's Premier Division Intermediate Cup. The rest I'm not really too keen on scouting. Pre-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Philip Bundle at the Totally Football Show. More hopeful players. Yep. We'll see coming against Northwell, who have been gaining a lot of plaudits for the quick passing game. What do you think? A smile warmly. Are your players worried about the scale of the task facing Mike Peters and North Walkden? Just not afraid to give credit where credit is due. Are confident they know how you are going to play? Let's take a step at it. They don't know how we'll play. I'm confident. Well, I wouldn't tell you even if I had such plan in mind. Right. It'll be like KG press conference then. That's always the way it is, isn't it? Okay. Right. North Walkden. Match day. Before that, in Central hosting Burskoff. Asamoah in the 29th for in Central. Ellison in the 67th. Steer from the penalty marker in the 76th. All in Central. And big win for them as well because that pulls them away from relegation. They're up to 12th. Burskoff remain in 10th. Big win for in Central there. So, very impressive. Right. This should tick over to match day. I said I wanted to get through October. We're only on the 8th. We do have almost 4 hours left on the stream, though. But, yeah. Getting through all of October's games is going to be a little questionable. But maybe we get up to the last game. We'll see. And we are the marquee matchup. 2nd v 3rd. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame him for making us the marquee matchup. The matinee. I am going to be without Jack, Spaps is still hurt. Snicky is also out. So, that's just the way it is. Huh. So, right. Looking forward to this. Just an update on the schedule, by the way. Um, Tomorrow is Rise of Nations. I'm gonna actually remember to sit down and play it this time. So because I want to finish that campaign. But yeah, Rise of Nations tomorrow. I'm going to probably get my ass clapped in Hearts of Iron on Tuesday. I just think I'm gonna lose that game. Because now that I'm at war with Poland and Ukraine, it's just they have such larger armies. Ours are better equipped and better trained, but theirs are just so much larger. Um, I think that it'll be tough. Anyway, we'll see. Mendham turns in eye-catching performance in Counterlogic FC under-18s draw. Um, Jordan Mears in the 39th for Chester under-18s got things started. Nana Muhammad in the 51st leveled it before Charlie Armour in the 57th put Chester under-18s back in front. Mark Mendham then in added time at the end of the second half leveled it to ensure we at least get a point. Switchblade had an assist. Nicely done. Mark Mendham got player of the match for a substituted performance, but the draw will drop us 3 points back off the top, and we are down in sixth. Cookies and Harry Norris are fine for their fitness tests. We are going to mark Ryan Gray very tightly. Snicky is out. That means that Wellman comes in for him. Jack is out, so Perver gets the start. And then Jack will be substituted out for Harry Norris. Should be Tyler, right? But we're going to go with Harry Norris. So there we go. Let's have a quick save of the game, and then we'll get into it. Right. I got a big sneeze coming. Oh God. All right. All right. Sorry. Absolute mess and a half was that. So, right. Sorry. Allergies absolutely killing me right now. Right. We look good. Let's get ready to go into the game. I didn't mean to load the tab. I just loaded. All right. They are 3-1-1 in their last five. We are 4-1-0. They've made two changes to their starting lineup. Second versus third. Big game. Big game. Big game. That seemed to motivate quite a few players. Let's go. Here we go. They are in a 4-3-3. Will Davis again. Keeps saying 2 matches. He's refereed more than that now. Don't know why it's not. Stats on refs in this game are broken. Let's go. We are in the black with the blue. North Walkton are in the red with the white shorts. We are underway, and we've given the ball away immediately. What a great way to start. Jones at least is going to take it off Goodell's feet. So, or Goodell. No, it's Goodell, not Goodell. But anyway. Time flying. Already into the 10th minute. Here's Perver. Free kick. Twinkle. Good find on Sheamus there. Got the overlap coming as well. Twinkle's going to go switch the ball on the right. Jones is in acres of space on the right-hand side. Jones over to Frack. Frack. The knock. The whip in. Sheamus is in the back post. It's headed up. It's just wide. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, just wide on that one. Right. Here's Jones again. A Konikun shot blocked. Kevin clears it. Little. Back to Polian. Back to Bowman. Kevin. And that is cleared by me. Sheamus comes down with it. Right. Parks. Perver. Mukendi. Good ball. Good ball to Cookies. Go on, Cookies. Cookies cuts it back off the post. Mukendi scores. Mukendi. His 5th of the season. I love this man. Mukendi is just, oh my God. Mukendi's got 5 goals, and the scouts give him half a star, or the assistant manager, everybody at the club gives him half. He's got 5 goals this season. Parks is cautioned by Will Davis, so that's going to have to be Parks to ease off tackles. That's a go for goal off the top of the net. Jones is also booked, so that's same instruction for him. Ease off tackles. Here's a free kick. Sheamus whips it. Back post. Jones! Up and over. Jones offsides anyway. Right, Twinkle. Mukendi's let that run through. That was a tackle, really. And Polian is down, so they made it sub. They've had to sub him off. He's hurt. He's out hurt. Konikun. That is a terrible pass. Perver thankfully cleans it up. Here's Twinkle. Mukendi, did he stay on sides is the question. Yes, he did. Cuts back for Konikun. What a tackle. A huge tackle. And Reese can't get to it. I will. And that's going to go back for Perver. We'll just reset the field, guys. Get back in position. Over the top. Mukendi somehow wins that ball. Offsides on Simon Roger Mukendi, though. A Konikun free kick. Goes for it. Parks heads it up. Robinson's got it. That was shooting range for a Konikun, to be honest with you. I thought he probably should have. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. Here's Bowman to get started. Restarted. Little. Bowman again. Davies. Going over the top for Reese. Perver's going to run that down, though. Back for Brat. Myself, Joe Jones. He's been way too pressured. Back for Brat again. Cookies. Good turn on it. Cookies got Sheamus on the left. He finds him. Sheamus cuts inside. Twinkle. Over the top for Mukendi. It's a good ball. Right run through to the keeper. Oh, he's almost lost it to Mukendi. But he kept it. Here's Gray. Brat's got that. Frack having a great game. So is Mukendi. Here's myself. Cookies. Back to Brat. It's going to go to Perver on the left. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. And they've scored. That is a terrible giveaway. Charlie Perver's come in for Jack. And he's made an error. That's a terrible error from Charlie Perver. He's just let you and me. I just watched this concede, gentlemen. I'm dry as a bone. Uh, Snicky, it was 3 to 4 weeks, so you're missing 2 games minimum, up to a maximum of 5. So you could be back for the next game. You're probably going to be listed as questionable for the next game. So, I don't understand how Perver gives up a goal on that terrible, and he's got a 6.8. Like, why? He should be down to like 6.0, man. Here comes the cross. Joe Jones is there, back post, and Jones is over. So. Here's Robinson. Bedwell for Goodall. Back to Bedwell. Vernon. Mukendi's taking it off his foot. Back to Jones. Cookies. Mukendi finds Sheamus. Sheamus loses the ball to Bowman. Still wins it back. Twinkle. Back for Sheamus. One touch. Looking for it. Back for Parks. Here comes the whipped in cross. Nobody's there for it. And Robinson's just going to grasp that out of the air. 3 minutes of added time due to the 2 goals and the injury. Here's Twinkle. Akonikun. That is a terrible touch. And here they come breaking. Gray's on the left-hand side. Just draw him off. We did. He still didn't go for the pass. Perver, great tackle. Perver's made up for his mistake there. Good tackle. Well, maybe not yet, but still. 10 seconds left in the half, basically. Twinkle, Joe Jones. That's headed clear. That should be the halftime whistle, and it will be. 1-1 at the break. Simon Roger Mukendi's 5th goal of the season canceled out by a terrible error from Charlie Perver that Little capitalized on. And it is 1-1. That's literally the only chance they've had all game. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target, and it's the goal from Paul Little. You knew they were going to score that. That would be way too big of a chance to waste. So we've dominated, but we need to do better defensively. Don't lose faith. Who is the best team you faced in the save, or has it all been the same teams in the same division? So, counting friendlies or not counting friendlies, Snicky? That's a big question. Because the answer is definitely different if I count friendlies. So, not counting friendlies, probably Earlham Steel Rangers reserves. Yeah, we can count probably Leeds United. In all honesty, we played Leeds one year. Actually, honestly, probably Chelsea. We played Chelsea one year in a friendly. So yeah, Chelsea is probably the best team we've played in a friendly, and then in an actual league match, it's probably Earlham Steel Rangers reserves, I would say. That's whipped in. Bedwell heads it. Jones has got it on the right-hand side. Cookies. And that's cleared. Twinkle can't get to it. Frack will. Frack, myself, Cookies, Frack. Offsides on Jones. Let's give the team some encouragement. That's out for a corner. Joe Jones is actually having a terrible game. Parks can't win that. Akonikun will. If it goes back to Frack, did he stay on? Yes, he did. Frack whips in the cross. Mukendi's there. Can't quite get to it. Parks comes down, but takes it first time. And, yeah, not close. Charlie Perver's been booked. So I'm going to make a double switch probably. That one's over the top. Probably 60th minute. Respect that effort from Parks. It's not bad. I mean, he didn't really have a lot of other options. Right, 60th minute, we're making a double switch, I think. Joe Jones is amazing in the air, but he's having a terrible game. So Chris Mather will come in for him. The other player having a poor game offensively is Akonikun. So Charlie Wildman will come in for him. Sheamus is not doing great either. Neither is Charlie Perp. We're having like 3-4 players put in bad performances. It's just one of those games. Cookies, Mukendi. What the fuck was that? Just let it go out for a goal kick. I don't know what the fuck that was. Right, there's our double change. I got one sub left to make. It might have to be Cookies, who's also having a horrible game. Here's myself. Frack on the right-hand side. Whips it in. Nobody can get to it. Kevin will clear it. Here's Little. Coming down the right-hand side. The only people having actually decent games are Mukendi, Parks, and Frack. I'm having an average game. Perver's having an average game, although he's led to the goal, his mistake. Twinkle's having an average game. Sheamus is having a somewhat average game, and Cookies is not having a good game. And neither did the two I subbed off, Akunikun and Joe Jones. Here's Wildman. Sheamus. Great ball. Great space. Sheamus. The cutback. Nobody's there. He cut it back in the lane, and nobody was there. Here's Frack with the cross. Robinson grabs. Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. That was so well worked from Sheamus as well. Right. Cookies wins the ball. Perver's got it. I'm trying to get the next video up. Mather had to find Cookies. Cookies is Mukendi over the top. What a ball, Mukendi! What a ball! What a ball! What's that? Mukendi? I don't know what stats level play. They're terrible usually. Level 20 players are averaging like. So usually. Oh, hold on. So usually, their current ability is anywhere from like. The average current ability of a player in level 20 is anywhere from between 20 to 40. So that's a lot of ones and twos. I can show you after this game if you'd like. Let me. Cookies is having a great game because he assisted. Fuck. It's made my job a lot. I think Perver might have to come off actually. Let's do good old Harry freaking or Sheamus right at Robinson. Actually, I might be able to show you right now. I should. That sub is on. Norris is on. Can I exit? Yes, the home. Right. Let me go down here real quick. All these teams are reserve players. So let's go to that doesn't seem right. Hebden Bridge Saints reserves. Here's like, is there for creating a club in this low of a tier? There might be. I don't think there is, but this is your average goalkeeper down there. And look, 5-5-5, like 4-4-4. His reflexes is actually decent. Like bravery's good, but like, you know, you look at your like 6s, 1s. I think when I started, 4 and 5 in a stat that was green was considered like good. I gave when I decided CLG and I decided the players, right? I basically took all of the players that were going to be on the field, and I decided the stats were going to scale down. So, for example, we were fucking dominant, but I decided the stats were going to scale down. So, for example, every player in the starting stats got one stat that was basically 20. So, like, I wanted Akunikun, the AMC, to be amazing at long shots. So, he got long shots 20. So I gave him one stat that had a 20, and then everything after that I said we're going to scale down. So I said the next highest stat cannot be above 17, and then the next highest stat cannot be above 15, and then the next highest stat cannot be above 13. So I would just look, and I would let the game generate it, because the game basically generates the players, and then you rename them and stuff. And I thought to myself, I'm going to give them one stat that's 20, and everything else is going to scale down. So if the game generates a player, and their stats are like, say, 18, 17, 16, I was like, right, one stat becomes a 20, and then the next stat that's an 18, I'm going to scale it down to 17, and the next stat after that, I'm going to scale it down to 15, and then whatever else the game gave me, the game gave me. So I did give them all 200 PA though, because is your PA actually determines their development and how much these stats grow as they age. So I gave them all 200 PA so that they could continue to. I replaced the players that were already existed in the club. So like when the club came in, I think actually no, I think I created them from scratch actually, and then I let the game add the rest of the team, if I remember correctly. It was so long ago. Is it in episode one? It might be in episode one, or is it not in episode one of CLG FC? Did I do it and then uh, did I do it and then after the creation? No, I already made the team. Fuck. Okay. No, I already made the team. Um, I took the time and effort to make the team offline. So I probably should have done that online, but um, then that's what I would do is scale down their stats. Like make one stat that's 20 and then the next stats can be no higher than 17, 15. I also gave them multiple positions. So uh like Zig, I just saw what you sent me. Um like for example, Sheamus, if I go to positions, can I go to positions? Positions, right? So like it might be under attributes. Yeah. So I made Sheamus. I gave him one position, right, and that was a 20. He's going to be a left winger, but then I gave him comfortability. Like I scaled down his positions too. So like he's a 17 in his next position, which was left midfielder. He's a 15 in the next position after that. He's a 13 in the next position after that. He's an 11 in the next position after that. And that gave me the versatility as well. So now like I can play Sheamus in multiple positions as well. So same with you. I gave you striker, and then your next best position is AMC, and then your next best position is AMR, and your next best position is MC, and then your next best position is. So the values for position are yes, that's correct. Yep. So I've had a pretzel been gifted to me, and a double chocolate gelato frappuccino. So but yeah, the values for positions are just how comfortable they are. The other thing about the attributes, by the way, Snicky, is if you give them a role, right? Like pressing forward here for you, all of the green attributes are going to be the necessary ones, and all of the blue attributes are going to be the complementary ones for that role and that position. And they'll light up as you select those positions. So you can see which ones are best. So, but yeah, I gave everybody one stat that was a 20. Like I think mine was tackling. I think Jax is like heading, and Akoni Kun's is long shots. Sheamus I think is like crossing, something like that. And then after that, I scaled down all of their stats. And we blew, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we blew through levels like 19 to 14. There were like 3 or 4 seasons where we blew everybody out of the water. Everybody out of the water. I mean, season 1, I lost 1 game. We won the league by 4 points. But season two, I was 18 clear. You know what I mean? Like it just we dominated. And then season 3, that's not what I want. That is not. Stop clicking. This is me. Season 3, it was more of the same. We won, but we were 15 clear. You know, so it wasn't until we got to like amateur division 3. I think we blew through this season as well. Yeah, we finished 10 clear on that one. Was it this one, Mid Lancashire District 2nd Division? We were only 9. I would say only 9, but we were only 9 clear there. The Westmoreland Association League Division 1. Was that? Where was that? I thought we got to be in here somewhere. We got to be in here somewhere. Oh, there we are. We were 11 clear. We played a lot more games, though. I would. I would. They still might leave. Also, make sure you assign their club affinity. So, like, for example, if I go to me, and I go to personal details, favorite clubs, set this to 100. 100%. I wouldn't even set anything else. I would just set this to 100. So, right. Cool. They're much more likely to re-sign for you then. Um, the only other thing I would recommend is if they do leave and you want them back, use the editor to pull them back in. Here's a cross. McKendy can't get to it. Cox puts it out. That will be a corner. We got 168 fans show up for this game. 162 of them are ours. Oh, man. Wildman back for Frack. McKendy almost there. Robinson's got it. Well, when I played football, I started as a midfielder and a defensive midfielder. And then my coach said I didn't have the engine for it, and I didn't. So I moved to left back and center back. So naturally, I am a center back. But I've also played left back, midfield, and defensive midfield. Oh, what a save! That was actually a miss. And which is funny, because in D-Boy's save, I'm a striker. We'll keep that in mind, yeah. But there's Little. McKenna on the right-hand side. McKenna. You played right. Oh, that's just over. You played right back, striker, and central midfield. That's a combination and a half for you. You know what I mean? Here's Reese Vernon. This is one thing people don't understand about Philly, by the way. Soft pretzels are the fucking best here. Out for a corner. I don't think I have any subs left. Yeah. Little, no! Little has scored again. On their second shot on target. Come on, boys. Find a winner. You were top scorers for the 2 seasons. You played striker, 21 goals in 20 games for a season. Then they sent me back. Why? Come on, boys. Frack. Dildell holds it clear. Frack runs it down. You were the engine pretty much? Gotcha. Yeah, but if you're banging in goals, you know? I don't know. Whenever I do move, I am going to miss Philadelphia and Philadelphia food. Best culinary city in the whole nation, man. Greatest offsides. Oh. Because we got an actual striker even though he was crap. Okay. Sheamus, outside of the foot. Over to Mather. He's got the overlap going. Finds it. That's Frack. Right hand side. Back inside for Cookies. Frack. First time. Sheamus back there. Sheamus cuts back and it's blocked. It's a corner. Oh my God. My brother was a goalkeeper. Sheamus. Wildman. Parks. All the way back to Frack for some reason. Myself. Just whip it in. Mather. Me. Whip it in. Mather. Oh, what a cross from Mather. Nobody there. Go on, go on. God, what a run from Mather and nobody found him. Cookies. Back. Mather. Oh, blocked. I've run this down. Final minute. Mather. Back to Frack. Cookies. Norris. Twinkle. Wildman. Back to Norris. Come on, boys. Get it upfield. There you go. Parks. Shoot, that was too late to make the run. Twinkle. Somebody's got to drop in here. That's Wildman. Back to Twinkle on the bounce pass. Go here. Go here. Cookies. Myself. Now it goes wide. Now it goes down the line. Yep. There you go. Good ball movement. Back to... Oh, he's found Cookies. Good ball. Mukendi. Oh, fuck off, ref. 2-2. Mukendi had a brace. His brace canceled out by Little. They swapped goals. 18th for Mukendi. 39th for Little. 67th for Mukendi. 85th for Paul Little. Paul Little won player of the match. Disappointing. Disappointing. No gesture. No gesture. Disappointing. We drew North, walked in. It's not bad. I mean, they're a good team. But very, very disappointing to have led twice and not come away with the win. Those on Twitch, you got an ad break in 50 seconds. Right. Elsewhere around the ground, FC Isle of Man hosting Bickerstaff. Hunter in the second for FC Isle of Man. Bickerstaff's Ward in the 18th leveled, and Stevens is 25th for FC Isle of Man before Lewarne in the 55th made it 3-1. They run out 3-1 winners. FC Isle of Man up into the playoff spot in 6th. Bickerstaff will drop to 9th. Earlham hosting Rams Bottom United. Keane in the 16th minute from the penalty marker before Fife a minute later from open play gave Earlham a 2-0 lead. Carroll got one back from Rams Bottom United in the 52nd, but they could not find the equalizer. Earlham with a big win. Climbs them out of relegation. They're up to 13th. Rams Bottom United will currently dropped to 8th. Lancaster and Cross Hills, another big point for Lancaster, by the way, as they see out a 0-0 draw against Cross Hills. They dropped to 17th on the draw, but it's still a big point for that side to pick up. They're 4 adrift, though. They've got to start. They do have 2 games in hand, though, but they got to start picking up wins instead of draws. Cross Hills remain in 4th. Main Road hosting Clitheroe. All Main Road on this one. Funch in the 11th. Garcia in the 27th. Jones in the 29th before Funch's brace in the 52nd. Main Road. Big win for them. They move up to 5 points. Clitheroe down to the foot of the table. Mossley hosting Silsden Reserves. Walcott for Mossley in the 7th minute got them started. Bennett in the 9th for Silsden Reserves leveled it before Hilton for Mossley put them 2-1 up. Cole in the 30th. Cole in the 37th leveled it again for Silsden Reserves. And then Howson right in added time at the end of the first half gave Mossley a 3-2 lead at the break. Second half, almost all Mossley. Cole did level it in the 50th for Silsden Reserves at 3-3, but Howson again in the Henry in the 68th, and then Howson for his brace in the 75th meant that Mossley ran out 5-3 winners. They're up to 7th, just outside the playoff places. Silsden Reserves drop into the relegation in 15th place. Finally, Squiresgate hosting Sutton Reserves. It was Kelly who was dismissed from play in the 76th minute for Squiresgate. Murphy from the penalty marker made it 1-0 Sutton Reserves, but then Swales from the penalty marker in the 84th made it 1-1. They will split the points. Squiresgate up to 12th with the draw. Sutton Reserves remain in 5th. We move to just 2 points back of Bradley with a game in hand. But we could have had more had we held on to the lead. Post-match press conference. Let's kick this off from James Conway, 442. It was very, very impressive, unfortunately, for us. And that's that. Okay. Right. We are unbeaten in 50 straight home games, though. Very good. Very good. Let's have a save. That's the end of the episode on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. This was episode 220. We'll see if we can bounce back with a win in the next one. Until then, take care.